Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Feeling a little strange tonight, and I'm not sure why. No, I'm kidding you. That's just a little bit of a physical gag to get the show started off with a bang, and, well, you won't be seeing much more physical humor in my show.
There's a moment just before someone becomes who the world thinks they are. A moment most people never see. Some tried to hide it. Some forgot it ever happened. But someone was always watching.
In Dallas, the president headed to Arlington, Texas, where he was part of a panel discussing the housing industry.
Every name you know started as a name no one knew. What you're about to see isn't a highlight reel. It's a different kind of story. The part that comes before the applause.
Aaron, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
The Weeknd. He released it without a name, as if the music was more important than the person who made it.
Weekend, baby. Weekend. You don't know what's in store. Don't know what you're here for. Listen, Joey Styles killed it. Big inspiration right here, baby. You already know what it is. He's gonna blow.
Keanu Reeves. He's not trying to become someone. He's already moving in a direction. It just hasn't been named yet.
20-year-old Canadian actor Keanu Reeves got the biggest break in his 6-year career when he landed the movie's lead role, playing Robert Jurek as a teenager. What's it like? Now that you're here, you're doing it. Here's the set. What's it like?
What's it like? It's hard.
Katy Perry. The first version of herself didn't make it.
Many people in the world will never truly be so free. Yeah, only reason that I live is Christ come down and died for you and me. I live because Christ died.
What survived the reinvention wasn't obvious until much later. Aaron Paul. He's playing a game, but his whole life is the bet. Nobody in that studio audience knows that.
Who's our next player? Well, let's see what we can do for Aaron Sturdivant. Come on down. Aaron, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
You're the man, Bob! Oh my, you're my idol!
I have the horrible feeling I have another one. Believe it or not, I have another one of these.
A new car!
Jimmy Fallon. There's a version of this story where it doesn't work out. He knew that. He went anyway.
Please welcome Jimmy Fallon.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Fallon, and welcome to the auditions for Trell Productions Incorporated. Remember, we're looking for a star or celebrity to sponsor our new line of Trell dolls and our new series of commercials. So let's start the auditions. Thanks for coming. First up, Mr. John Travolta. She's like, thanks for having me. I swear to God, this is so weird over here, right? True doll out on the street. Got no job, got no money, got no shoes on the feet. So my friend was like, me and my friend Gerard were like, all right, look, whatever number they say, stand up, like we won. You know, pick a number. She goes 8, and we were like, woo! And Regis is going around, he's like, how you doing? How are you? How are you? And like we're coming up, like, hey Regis, and he goes, why? What's wrong with you kids? Why?
Jim Carrey. The room isn't ready. He doesn't slow down.
Nice to meet you, folks. Fire Marshal Bill here. Won't you come in? Don't mind if I do.
That's the whole story.
Then Jim Carrey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Feeling a little strange tonight, and I'm not sure why. No, I'm kidding you. That's just a little bit of a physical gag to get the show started off with a bang, and, well, you won't be seeing much more physical humor in my show.
Dwayne Johnson. The first dream ended in public. Everything that came after was built on the wreckage of that moment.
Number 94, Dwayne Johnson, finally gets a piece.
Oprah Winfrey. She calls it a turning point. The footage tells a different story.
In Dallas, the president headed to Arlington, Texas, where he was part of a panel discussing the housing industry.
One about what happens when someone decides not to disappear.
Went initially to be an anchor woman, and then it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I got fired.
Well, you
Run, but you can't hide. You zap one pimple, another one appears. You need to zap, double zap your zits to hold double the medicine. 3 pimples you have, zap. Fight once you don't. Zap, double zap.
Mark Ruffalo. He let the camera see something most people would have edited out forever.
This is some of your earliest work, maybe your first
job ever. Do you remember doing a Clearasil commercial? Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
You're about to. You're about to remember this. This is great. Here.
Gordon Ramsay times Marco Pierre White.
You're behind. You're behind. Where's my kingfish? Where's my kingfish?
One of them was in control. The other was learning what control costs.
When you make the ravioli, you've got to make sure that there's no air pockets inside the actual ravioli.
He remains the only human being, as far as I'm aware, who's ever made Gordon Ramsay cry.
No, I didn't make Gordon Ramsay cry. He made himself cry. That was his choice to cry.
They both remember it differently.
To live a lie. To pretend I cook when I don't cook. Continue to charge high prices. Question my own integrity and everything that I've ever worked for.
Gordon Ramsay you're describing here, yes?
I'm just giving you a little bit of clarity.
Okay.
Adam Sandler. Something shifts in how he tells it, not just the story, the way he remembers himself inside it.
Girls kind of intimidate me a little. I get nervous talking to them. I saw this cute girl on the street today. I was with my friend. I said, boy, I wish I could ask her out, but I don't know what to say. My friend said, just ask her out. The worst she can say is no. So I asked her out, and she said, get away from me, you loser.
22, moved out to L.A., did stand up at the Improv. It's probably my third time ever. I get off stage, 2 or 3 nice youngsters, director, writers, came up to me, hey, that was good. You want to be in a movie? I said, yeah, for sure. They were like, okay, we're going to make a movie. We're doing a movie on a boat. I said, so, do I have a big part? They go, well, you're the star. I go, okay, cool.
Bradley Cooper. He's in the room, but he's not in the room yet.
How you doing, Mr. De Niro? My name is Bradley Cooper. My question is regarding awakenings. You talked about your research and how you interviewed a lot of patients, people who had different diseases. And there was one mannerism that you had during the interview process when they were asking you where you wanted to go outside the building, go for a walk. And you went like this with your finger, and you sort of made up for it by rubbing your eyebrow.
Right.
And I was wondering, is that something that you would saw people do, sort of try to make up for their tick?
That gap between who you are and who you're reaching for, it's visible here.
11, go.
Meghan Markle, she knew who she was before anyone else did. The role just hadn't caught up yet.
I ended up quitting the show. I was so much more than what was being objectified on the stage. I didn't like feeling forced to be all looks and little substance.
Rihanna, she left before she had a reason to. That kind of faith doesn't come from experience.
I can't tell you where I see myself in 5 years, but I can tell you that I will work my best to be the most successful artist that I can be.
It comes from somewhere else. Barack Obama, there's a certainty in the voice that doesn't match the surroundings. Not arrogance, something quieter, something older.
And I remember him sauntering up to the front and not giving us a lecture, but engaging us in a conversation and speaking the truth.
Bill Gates. The irony isn't the point. The point is what it reveals about where loyalty and vision actually live in a person.
The development of Macintosh by Apple has been paralleled by the work of leading software developers.
It's a great machine. It's a step forward in terms of the way it uses graphics and the speed. And this is a machine that a lot of people are going to be able to afford. That's a very, very useful machine.
None of these moments felt important when they happened. That's the thing about starting points. They only make sense in reverse. Every person you've ever admired was at some point just someone trying to figure out if they were good enough. Turns out most of them still aren't sure.